Some places are beautiful in the daylight, but when night falls, their walls whisper, their shadows move, and their history refuses to rest. Tonight, we'll step into 5 real-world haunted spots. So terrifying, they feel like scenes ripped straight from a horror movie.
The Tower of London, England. We begin in England, where a fortress of stone has stood for nearly 1,000 years. The Tower of London, built in 1778 by William the Conqueror. Its walls have seen kings rise, queens fall, and countless lives end on the executioner's block. They say the most famous spirit here is Anne Boleyn, the tragic wife of King Henry VIII. Beheaded in 1536, her ghost is often seen wandering the Tower Green, carrying her severed head. Guards have reported icy winds rushing through empty corridors, footsteps echoing when no one is near, and sometimes the faint cries of children. Many believe they belong to the lost princes, murdered and buried within these walls. The tower is more than history. It's a stage of endless torment, where the past replays itself again and again in the dark. Eastern State Penitentiary, USA. From royal blood to stone prison cells, in Philadelphia stands the crumbling ruins of Eastern State Penitentiary. Once called a masterpiece of justice, in truth, it was a nightmare. Prisoners were locked in silence. No voices, no light, no escape. Many went mad within weeks, and even now, their screams are said to echo through the empty halls. Shadows dart across the cell blocks. Doors slam shut on their own. Investigators have recorded whispers, cries, and dark figures fading into the watchtowers. Step inside Eastern State, and you'll feel it. The weight of misery pressing down, as if every stone remembers the suffering carved into it. The Myrtles Plantation, USA. Our journey now takes us to St. Francisville, Louisiana, a grand mansion cloaked in tragedy. The Myrtles Plantation, built in 1796, it is said to be one of the most haunted homes in America. The legend speaks of Chloe, a young enslaved woman punished by her master after being caught eavesdropping. Her ear was cut off. Seeking revenge, she baked a poisoned cake, but her plan went horribly wrong. His wife and 2 daughters ate it and died. Chloe was hanged by her own people, and now her spirit lingers. She is seen wandering the house, her green turban always present. Guests have heard a piano playing alone in the night. They've seen ghostly children darting across the mouth. Duranda. The Myrtles is not just a plantation. It is a prison of sorrow, betrayal, and restless souls. Oigahara Forest, Japan. At the base of Mount Fuji lies a place the world calls the Suicide Forest. Oigahara, a sea of trees, so dense, so silent, that even the birds refuse to sing. For centuries, folklore spoke of spirits dwelling within these woods, but today, its reputation is far darker. Hundreds have walked into the forest, never to return. Visitors describe an overwhelming despair, as if the forest itself whispers to them. Pale figures are seen between the trees. Strange orbs of light float in the dark, and compasses spin endlessly, as if the land itself refuses to let you go. Oikagara is not just a forest. It is a mirror of death itself, and once you enter, its silence follows you, even after you leave. The Stanley Hotel, USA. High in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, stands a hotel that inspired nightmares. The Stanley Hotel. Built in 1909 by F.O. Stanley, it was meant to be a retreat of luxury. But its isolation, its strange presence, inspired Stephen King to write The Shining. Guests have heard pianos playing with no hands to guide them, laughter echoing through empty hallways, and in room 217, the very room where King stayed, voices whisper in the dark, shadows creep across the walls, and some claim unseen hands touch them as they sleep. The spirit of Flora Stanley still lingers, they say, watching over the ballroom, a ghostly hostess forever trapped in her mountain hall. The Stanley is not just a hotel. It is a doorway, a passage into the nightmare world between fiction and reality. The Tower of London, Eastern State Penitentiary, the Myrtles Plantation, Owakigaha Forest, the Stanley Hotel. 5 places scattered across the world, yet bound by the same chilling truth. That history never truly dies. It lingers, it waits, and sometimes it watches us from the shadows. These are not stories born of imagination. These are not movies. These are real places, and their horrors are very much alive.
Now, if you have reached here, then subscribe and like this video, as it means a lot for us. Thank you.